Hello, Lawyer Nation. Thank you for visiting Warren Michaels Digital Marketing Company, our Lawyer SEO YouTube channel, and Attorney Marketing. Please take a minute and hit the subscribe button down below. We do appreciate it. And thank you for taking the valuable time and watching our video. So today I want to talk about, I meant to get this out a month ago, but of course, time flies. Um, but what's in store for Lawyer SEO in 2022? So, in other words, what things should you be looking out for and stuff like that? So, number one, Google algorithm changes. So, this has become pretty common, right? Yeah, no, nothing new, Mike. They're changing their algorithm, yeah. But I think what you're going to see more of in 2022 is Google changing and their not only their user interface, so what you see on the screen, but their algorithm changes. So the amount of technology the pace at which that technology has leaped forward is absolutely incredible. Now, they can not only read and understand the context and everything like that on your website, but they know how to rank it accordingly as well. So, of course, they don't give us the secret, juice to the algorithm itself. But I think for 2022 and Lawyer SEO and SEO overall, you're going to see a lot more algorithm changes as they just rolled out this new major update, core update, as they call it. And they're going to be refining that through 2022, if not even 2023, unless they decide to refine it on a big core update install, such as Core Web Vitals and the speed thing that they pushed off a little bit here. So, but I think 2022, again, repeat myself, you're going to notice a lot more algorithm changes. And for us, our SEO guys, we're going to have to be on our toes and ready to accept the challenges because I think they're going to bring them in 2022. Number two, black hat methods. Okay, so some of you may not know, some of you may know white hat versus black hat, right? So, what is the difference? White hat SEO is you're following Google's terms and conditions and playing the game by the rules, right? Black hat SEO is you're breaking them damn rules. You are trying to find every loophole and nook and cranny and everything you can do to win that number one ranking spot, right? So, Black Hat, I think in the last 12 to 24 months, has become very wide spread and socially accepted online. And I think you're going to see a lot more Black Hat methods done by SEO. And depending on the SEO that is doing the Black Hat methods, I think you're going to find guys getting hurt because of that. So they're going to take these black hat methods and use them against you. So I think we're going to see a lot more of that in 2022. It's just become so common in the marketplace. You can go on YouTube, you can go on Google and just put in black hat SEO, and you will have an array of options, right? So I think that's just going to become more and more common throughout. So, unfortunately, I think Google's trying to combat that, but that is coming. So, number three, backlinks. Okay, so make sure you take a minute and watch some of my other videos on content and the 5 hacks for Lawyer SEO. That would be a really good one. The reason why is backlinks are going to become more and more important. So there's a big misperception or common belief in the SEO industry, and this isn't for all, but I think it's mostly with the new guys out there. Some of the older ones that carry on bad habits, I guess. But before, we used to just be able to shove backlinks at your site. Didn't matter where they were coming from. As long as it was a backlink, it was gold, right? No, that Google's getting much, much smarter. Now they want backlinks that are not only relevant to what you do. So if you're a divorce attorney, it needs to be relevant to the legal profession and divorce to be more specifically, right? And then number two, they want local relevance. So if you're trying to rank in the city of Houston for personal injury, well, then we need to find local links, right? So I think as links become more and more important in 2022, it's going to be more about the relevancy and how the links are placed. So it's no longer about the quantity, it's about the quality. So think about that. Number 4, technical SEO. Okay. So your technical SEO, so getting rid of all your website errors, getting it fixed up for speed, stuff like that, is going to be vitally important for 2022. I think that if your site is not technically sound, it's going to hurt you in the rankings. Again, Google is a business, and I say this in almost all my videos. Google is a business, and they want to provide the best user experience for their client. So if you're going to Google and you're searching, you're Google's client, right? And they want it to be a fast, relevant response. So if you have a slow site that is popping out errors left and right, they're not going to serve you up as an option to that consumer because it doesn't provide a good user experience for that person searching that search query, right? So technical SEO, very, very important in 2022. Number 5, and definitely not least important, content marketing. I'm sure everybody's sick of hearing this. Content marketing, content marketing. Content marketing has a couple different things that I think people seem to misunderstand. Um, some people believe that you can throw up 1,500 words on a website, could be poorly written, and you're going to rank. Depending on the niche, that may be true. You know, if it's a small town or a village somewhere and you're the only guy around, well, then it's not going to take much to rank, right? But not only does your content have to be relevant to that subject, you need to come across as an expert. And is it locally relevant? So, are you producing engaging content that is actually bettering that consumer's life? So, your prospect, so Google's customer, again, right? They want that content to be engaging and keep them and stuff like that to read it, and that they actually learn and get value from that content. So, I think you're going to see a lot of changes in the content world this year with a lot of the algorithm changes, where Google is getting much smarter on what that content is about, how it relates to other topics and stuff like that. So the content game, as usual, needs to be tight, and you're going to have to pick it up in 2022. Number 6, you know what? I don't see many guys talking about this, but what I'm doing right now is shooting videos. Videos and then pasting them videos on your, or embedding them videos on your website are crucially important. For those of you that don't know, Google owns YouTube. But whether it's TikTok, YouTube, whether you're tweeting, Facebook Live, whatever the case may be, videos are engaging. If you think about it, Audible's huge. The reason why is nobody wants to pick up a book and read it anymore. We're all so busy in our daily lives that we need the answers quick and short, right? So, videos. Everybody would prefer to watch TV, watch a video, than pick up a book and read. So, keep that in mind. Your video games, if you're not doing them now, you should be. Even if they're short, couple minute videos, you know, share a little bit of value with your prospect and your customer base, and show them that you're there to help. So, number 6 is videos. And number 7, definitely not least important by any means, but analytics. Okay. With all these Google algorithm changes and content changes, backlink changes, everything, I think for the guys who are in it for the go fast, right? Just hurry up and go, and let's punch up a bunch of backlinks and content and do everything, but they're not really reading the analytics in it. In other words, are you getting any grip with your content, with your backlinks? Is it increasing the traffic? Is it not? Are you getting false positives? I know lately in the last couple of weeks, I've been getting a lot of false positives in March of 20. So we just rounded into March 1st of 2022 today. But in the month of February, I was getting a lot of false positives. So, and how do you figure out what a false positive is? You got to be doing this for a while and understand when you see these false positives and you're not taking your customers' money and forcing it down into these false positives and not getting any results, right? So if you're paying an SEO guy month after month and you're not seeing any results, you're probably putting it in the wrong spot. They're just not reading the analytics. They're not comfortable reading the analytics, or they don't want to slow down. One of the two. But definitely not least important, but number 7 is you're going to have a tight grip on the analytics of your website, whether you're using Google Analytics or the other sources out there. Google Search Console is a phenomenal tool for any SEO professional out there, and even a business owner, lawyer, attorney. Google Search Console is a wonderful thing. So it will tell you pretty much everything you need. But you need to dive in, take the time, research, query everything, whether it's Google Search Console, Google Analytics, and dive in and truly understand what that data means that's coming across. Or people come to your website and they're bouncing 2 seconds later. Well, that's not going to do you any good. Are they bouncing at certain parts of the page, right? So do you have a heat map installed, stuff like that? So analytics. So number 7, with all these Google algorithm changes, content changes, backlinks, just with all these changes, period, overall, that we deal with in the SEO game, analytics. If you don't understand the data that's being presented to you, I think you're going to have some problems in 2022, not only getting your clients ranked, or in your case, getting your site ranked, but you probably got the wrong guy on the job. So thanks again for watching. That was my 7 tips for Lawyer SEO for 2022. So things that I think you should watch out for. Again, if you're an attorney or a lawyer and you have any questions and want to talk to a professional SEO, feel free to pick up the phone, 832-694-1145, 832-694-1145. And again, my name is Mike with Warren Michaels Digital Marketing Company. And again, please take a minute to hit that button down below to subscribe, and feel free to leave a comment. Thank you.